Thanks for watching Mid-Morning this Monday. It's hard to believe, but we have been saying something like that for 10 years now.
WCCO Mid-Morning debuted March 30th, 2015. I mean, look, there have certainly been changes over the years. Some things have stayed the same. So to talk about how the show got started and some of our favorite moments, the one and only Jason DeRusha, former Mid-Morning co-host, joining us. Thanks for joining us.
Oh my gosh, thank you guys for having me.
And you put on the suit for us today?
I did. I had to dig back in the closet.
Yeah, you sure
Is it the original tie?
Well, I did go with an orange tie as an homage to the first day, which I did have to sort of match the colors and everything.
Wait, remind us, okay, take us back 10 years ago. It was actually before 10 years ago, because you spent a lot of time, you and Kylie, and our wonderful producer, Aaron, who has been with us all these 10 years, getting ready for this show.
Oh my gosh. And that was so fun, right? Because all throughout the CBS stations, no one had really done a local TV show in this slot. And today, of course, everything is streaming. Content is happening all day, but we wanted a show at 9 a.m. that was fun and a break, but also was news and weather. Yeah. And in a market, no one was doing weather at this time, and doing news twice in the show, so you would always have the flexibility because stuff happens at 9 o'clock. A lot of breaking news would happen. Right. And so, but also with fun. And so many of your contributors today were with us early.
My gosh, yes.
10 years.
I mean, you started
Kitchen
with
Pantry
the Kitchen Pantry
Scientist.
She still is,
Jasmine.
Jasmine, sure.
Jasmine there, too.
What about our relationship experts, too? Were they with you?
Carol Breeze at the beginning.
That was Carol and Kirsten.
And Kirsten.
Yes, and Kirsten's still with us, too.
Dr. Gigi as well?
Yes, absolutely.
Cool.
You saw Kylie there. Many of you remember Kylie. We miss her. She moved on to Denver, but she actually did send us a message, so take a look here.
Hi, congratulations, 10 years of Mid-Morning. Blows my mind that it was 10 years ago we were sitting in a room deciding what is the show going to look like, and it turned into just one of the most magical shows I think on TV. It's one of the most fun I've ever had in my career. I miss it every single day. I'm so happy to see that it's still going strong and is still such a pillar for supporting and showing off all things that are wonderful in Minnesota and bringing weather, news, all of the above. Jason, I miss you every day. You're the best co-anchor I've ever had, but I think everyone at home, the magic really comes from the producer, Aaron, behind the scenes. He's the one who started this 10 years ago. He's the one who's making it so special now. So, Aaron, you've done an amazing, amazing thing with this show, and I'm so happy that it's still wonderful and going strong. I miss you all. I tell everyone here in Colorado that no one is better than Minnesotans because it's true. Miss you all, and congratulations.
And that's true. I mean, you've heard her say it. I've heard her say this was her most favorite show she's ever done, and she really missed it when she left.
Well, she was really the heartbeat at the beginning because, you know, I was doing the morning show still. Right. And so she was able to get started on Mid-Morning. It was great. You know, the original idea was to rotate in different CCO reporters.
Yes, and we did that early on.
That was the original.
Remember that? You were on the show the first week.
I was on the show a lot, and so so I started co-hosting with you after Kylie left. So that was 2018.
What do you remember when Heather came on and she joined as co-host?
It was always a good question.
It was always a good question.
Oh, yes, it was always a good question.
Yeah, that's a smart move.
Yeah. So I joined 2018. You joined
2022.
So you joined right when you left. You came in here, and then you came with us when Riley moved on, and that was what, 2 years ago?
Yeah, almost 2 years ago at this point.
So
time flies.
Well, don't worry, Jason, because I went back and I was like, I didn't obviously see the first episode.
Of course,
so I went to YouTube and I go,
10 years ago, you were like 12.
Jason DeRusha.
How old were you?
Well, get this. The first thing that popped up 9 years ago is Jason DeRusha's son dating. That was the big Mid-Morning YouTube. On the top clip, Jason DeRusha Mid-Morning 9 years ago. Is your son? He's probably married now.
Poor
my God.
Well, one's in college.
One's in college.
Going to college.
He was 9. My kids were 9 and 7.
9 and 7.
He's going on a bike ride.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh.
You know, this show has been incredible training for me to do talk radio because this segment at this table. That's what this is.
Aaron asked us to pick some of our favorite moments from the show. Jason, I know you remember this.
I didn't know about this.
Okay,
we'll save this for the last.
Jason was talking about how these talker segments, and sometimes, and they still do to this day, just go completely off the rails.
That's never happened before.
So we used to talk about my good questions, and I did a good question. What is ASMR? Okay, I think we have some video of it. Do we, Aaron? Okay, let's see it.
But it can be like this very strange whispering. it's a lot of whispering. And rubbing up against like doing like this and the sounds of that.
Little like. Okay, anyways, that's what it is.
Are we calming you down?
No, you're stressing me out because we're running out of time to talk about this topic.
This thing turned into the three of us couldn't even talk by the end of it because it was so ridiculous. And Matt and Jason started doing their own ASMR, but it was just one of those, it was just indicative of this, everybody really got along then.
Yeah.
And you know all of us, we get along now.
Right.
Like,
Oh,
and
yeah.
that's the great part about this show.
Yeah, and people see the real deal, right?
Yeah.
Like so much of TV news, there's a lot of phoniness,
You can
right?
tell.
Yeah.
But on this show, like, frankly, part of the challenge with having different reporters rotate through, no offense, but some of you guys are boring.
You could have whispered that.
Oh my God. You're like, could you have an opinion about this? Is not controversial. You can have an opinion on it.
It's funny because sometimes Jason, I'm calling you out right now, sometimes every once in a while, he'll send us a text about a certain topic that we're talking about. Like, what? What are you talking about right now?
Do we have like a Wallet Hub survey that maybe I could react to? Aaron, come on.
Case in point, okay.
Here's a good survey.
My favorite moment actually has to do with Heather. It was
Yeah.
almost like a cross promotion here.
We were going to the lake.
Going to the lake, and I found out Heather had never done Frosties with fries before.
Nope,
and I'm saying,
sure
what kind of
haven't.
travesty? And she gave me this eye, like this judgment look, and I said, you have to try it for yourself. So she tried it for herself, and this is the moment. Oh, you went back.
She
went
then
back.
I couldn't stop.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, there you go.
So we have this giant vehicle. It's our next weather tracker. You've seen Pauline in the morning. It's so big.
Yeah, it's decked out. It's great. It's beautiful.
I told AJ I'm not driving.
She said this before.
It's really just a car with a camera.
It's
right?
giant.
Like,
It's a
It's
giant
a
tank.
car.
It's a giant tank with a dish on
And
top.
I said I'm not driving it, so AJ drove it.
She did
the
drive
whole
it.
time.
Joseph,
They made you guys drive that thing?
Yes, they
Yeah.
did. Well, you
No, no,
remember
no.
the time that Chris and Frank
They ran out of gas.
Yes. Yeah.
How many comments do we still get about that?
Oh, a lot.
Joseph, what's your favorite moment?
Yeah, okay, so I've only been here for so long, but my favorite, every October we do Beer Fest, or Oktoberfest. So the Beer Stein Challenge is always my downfall. Every October, I try to do the challenge, and I usually make it about 1 minute.
Didn't you say you were going to train for this too?
I thought I was going to train for it.
Was this the one where you
snuck
had
up.
like the
Yes.
fake? You had like the fake table.
Well, I don't know if you saw this, Jason, but so this previous Oktoberfest, I put a table there with a green blanket
covering.
over it.
So nobody
And
knew.
when I was about to fail, I just put it down.
Put
right
it down.
on that
Yeah.
sucker.
Oh, pretty good.
Okay, Jason,
very
before, so we actually picked one for you. I would actually like to know your
Okay.
most favorite, but you obviously will never forget this.
Oh my goodness, no. Yeah, I mean, this was,
Do some play-by-play for me here. on this.
you know, this was a competitive sumo wrestler, and Kylie was supposed to take the sumo wrestler down.
Kylie was supposed to take the sumo wrestler down.
But she wasn't even making an effort, but like,
So you just went all in.
so I went all in, but in that moment I got a lot of man boob. There was a lot of man boob there. And I used to be a respectable news anchor, and then that is,
Just like that. Just like that, it all disappeared.
that's what Mid-Morning did.
Okay,
man.
Aaron's trying to wrap us, but I do want to know, what was your favorite moment?
So these moments with the team were the best, but I will say the most impactful moment is that during COVID, Mid-Morning when it launched was 9 a.m. Most people were at work,
Yeah.
right? But during COVID, everything changed.
Yeah.
And for so many people out there, Mid-Morning, you and I were a constant in a time of fear.
Yes.
And that you could have news and inform people, but also have fun. People still talk to me about how we got them through COVID on this show.
Yeah.
So I'll never forget that. Never take it for granted, too. It's pretty cool.
We miss you very much.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for letting me in the building. And honestly,
Yo, the key card doesn't work
it took a
anymore.
while. I did have to go through
Yeah.
intense security. But
Will you please toss weather for us, though?
By the way, thank you to all of our viewers. Thank you.
Yeah.
10 years of Mid-Morning. I
Pretty
mean,
great.
we still got a long ways to go. But Jason, thank you so much for
Yeah.
being here. And
Yeah.
yeah, you got a toss too.
you guys have been great stewards at this time slot, and I watch every day. So.
Yeah, we know.
does.
We know. You get the text.